Hi there, it's Karen Whiting, and you're in my kitchen, so welcome. I want to talk today about while we're all home and our children are home, doing some stay-at-home field trips. Our children may get bored, but we're only limited by our imagination. So just open your minds and think about fun things to do. One of the things, of course, is to take a field trip. My children always liked, especially Daniel, to go to the zoo. And so we can do that at home. We can take out our little vehicle for the family to go in, or we can set up some little chairs to ride on and buckle up in our own home. We can go on individual vehicles. However your children want to do, just tell them to grab what they want to go in and then talk about where you might want to go. So let's talk about going to the zoo. Now, what you want to do is find a place in your home where you can set up your little zoo. So you might want to use books with pictures. You might even have some large posters that you can put up. I happen to have a few. And you can take out your little toy animals. So whether it's little lions or tigers or a monkey. I had a monkey here. My monkey fell down. You know, that's kind of fun to do. And you might have puppets. So I have some puppets of a turtle. Got a, let me see what this one is here. Oh, a zebra. A good zoo animal. And then you can also take out all your stuffed animals. I've got a little rhinoceros and an elephant, and have some great facts about those animals. And just take your little trip. Just start and say, okay, we're going to get in our vehicles, so whether it's the little cars they're taking or you're going to sit in chairs as you're traveling to wherever the zoo is in your home. Start talking about what you want to see that day. What are some of your favorite animals? What do you think they might do? You might even have packed some things to take with you. So you might have some snacks. You know, if you want a zoo snack, think about peanuts because of elephants, bananas because of the monkey, or think about some vegetable type snacks that they might like. And I know Terry and some other people are on, so I hope you're thinking about where you want to take your children to also. Another thing you might want to do is once you get there, just go ahead and start looking at each of the animals, the pictures you have, talking about them, and you might want to share some facts. So if you have this one fun book, Have You Ever Seen an Elephant Sneeze? It's got facts about animals. So one of the things that you can tell your children if they don't know is that an animal nose, which of course we call what? A trunk, has 100,000 muscles. That's a whole lot of muscles for one nose. Imagine if an elephant could sneeze, what it might do. And while you're sharing about an elephant, I also love zoo books. I have lots of zoo books from when my children were young, and I have kept them. And this one is just on the elephants, so it's all about elephants and what they eat. I'm always amazed at how much an elephant eats. But can you imagine they eat 3,000 cabbages, apples, carrots, and other vegetables that are provided as treats at the zoo. Minerals and salts are blended into more than 1,500 gallons of mixed grains for elephants. So this is all what they can eat. And every year the average elephant eats 100,000 pounds of hay. That's a lot of hay to eat. So you can just have fun with that and think about where you're going, what you're doing. And while you're there, you know, one of the things that we're doing, if your children are having fun, just tell them that you love them and you wanted to sprinkle joy into their day. You might, and this is from my book, 52 Weekly Devotions for Busy Families. The family beatitude here is, happy is the family who sprinkles joy into lives, for they will laugh. Make sure, like the monkeys, you can take some time to laugh. You can put something online that you turn on while you're at your zoo field trip or any other field trip where you can hear sounds of animals, look at some of the animals in motion and see what's happening with them. The Bible verse on sprinkling joy is Hebrews 13:16. Don't forget to do good. Don't forget to share with others. God is pleased with those kind of offerings. So we want to make sure that we are sprinkling joy, whether the children are home all the time right now or less time, and just have a lot of fun with them when we're together. And you know, right now this is the zoo, but you could do a trip to the farm next week. Or you could turn off the lights and make one room or a closet really dark, string up some Christmas lights, and go to outer space for that part of the day and take a field trip into outer space. Get into your rocket gear and go ahead and go. You can have your kids make aluminum foil or some other type of, space helmet to put on so they can go there. Just make it fun. Talk with your children about how they want to set up this field trip, what they'd like to see there, what they want to find out, and have a great time, because that's what we want to do, is combine fun with learning for our children. We want to have these precious moments, so don't forget to take your camera, which of course might be your phone. So just like you would take a picture of them with animals, take a picture of them with the animals, the zoo that you have made at home. Take a picture traveling there. Whatever you want to do, take a picture of having the snacks while you're at the zoo so you can share with other people and put it online or put it in your album of what you did and how you took your field trip and had a great time together as a family, going somewhere today and not just staying home, even if it is a stay-at-home field trip. And so I want you to just think about that. It only takes a few minutes to think of a new idea and then to start walking around your house and gathering up things that would be fun with that. I just went to a couple of rooms and gathered up some books because I have all these wonderful Animal Kingdom books from a long time ago that have just the greatest pictures in them. I've got God's Amazing Animals, and that's just a fun book of devotions for children, as well as from one of my dear friends, A Gaggle of Geese and a Clutter of Cats. So what's in the name of an animal group? A muster of peacocks, a kangaroo troop. And I love that, where you can learn for the young ones all about the names of how animals are grouped and what we call them. So we have the books that make it fun. We have the toys to play with that can make it fun. You can talk about, do you have to separate them? Can the lions and tigers be together? What about the baby animals and their moms? How do they interact? And where would a rhinoceros most like to be? Or if you have a hippopotamus, do they want to be in the water? Do you need to put out something blue to put them in that water while you're at the zoo? The monkeys, have you got a tree or something they can climb up on? Or can you put something up there? You might just want to put out a book and let them be on the edge of a book, hanging off. Oh, I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's where my monkey's hanging right now. And so just, have a blast with your children. This time will pass, this season will pass, and so will the years pass quickly. I write for Just18Summers.com, where I do a blog, and I write for Christian children's authors. And those are two places where we have blogs up of all sorts of activities and fun you can have with your children. And I hope you take advantage of that. My website is KarenWhiting.com, where you can go and check out some of my books. There's just so many things, and I love to imagine. I love to have crafts. I love to do things with children. I have a whole book on puppets. It's all on Bible, nature, puppet mania. So it's all types of puppet animals you can make, and I think I might have a few freebies on my resource page on making some animals. I know I've got the animal puppets right now that have the dogs, the mascots for the firefighters and the police. But if you use that basic fold to make a puppet, you can cut out the head of any type of creature and make a whole menagerie of animals that way with puppets. So have a great day, and thanks for joining me.